I don't like that, because then they're trying to, it's like they have an agenda. They need to, I want to put all everything that I've ever thought or felt, and you're gonna have to hear it. And and a lot of time, and it might have been also, I think it always depends on when you're watching a film. If you're watching it in a crowd, you kind of go as the crowd does, and some of those, especially right at the beginning, some of the first jokes did not hit at all.
Oh, yeah.
They were jokes. I mean, you could tell they were jokes, but they were like, huh. Yeah, those kind of jokes. And
so that's why it was good that I just walked in.
Yeah, that's why when you walked in late,
I missed a lot of bad jokes.
You didn't miss anything. Okay. I mean, it's entertaining, and it did get better as it went on. Well, when the killing started happening, when the actual story, because there was a lot of like relationship stuff and silly stuff, and like, and the silly stuff wasn't silly enough, or it wasn't funny enough.
Yeah.
So I didn't really think it was very funny, but at certain parts there were certain parts there were funny parts. There were funny farts. Like, but I can't think of one right now.
Yeah.
And we recently saw that one. But just more like the personalities.
Yeah. Because
there was interesting personalities. And then also, another thing that always bothers me is they always have to have like there's the gay guy, guy. There's the big loud, like sassy girl. There's the you know, it's like it's always set up like that, and like it bothers me. It just seems like it's just fitting a
mold.
Yeah. It's like break out. Like, you could have done anything with this film. It's a horror film where the first person to die is also the last person to die. You know, like, instead of like, you know, they say the black person is the first person to die. Yeah. And that's one of the things that we thought was funny, was like, we can't all be first.
Yeah. I was actually thinking that would be funny if, like, I mean, it'd be funny, but it also wouldn't be maybe as entertaining if not a single one of them died, because they can't all be first.
Yeah.
Like if that happened, I mean, they would have to have
much
more interesting, but they'd have to die all at the same time.
Yeah. Like they went through the whole film and survived, and then like this big concrete thing falls on all of them.
That's funny.
But I mean, but you could tell immediately, oh crap, it's not going to be that kind of movie.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be clever. It's just going to be very cookie cutter, like storytelling, just because it was so generic and so like forced.
Yeah.
And they had an agenda. They wanted to make sure that they talked about, you know, it's just, I don't
what they don't like,
that kind of movie. Yeah. And I don't care if you're white, black,
like even down to the Apple phones, actually, like
everything.
Like we don't support that here. You know, Android charger. Like I'm like, and now I'm thinking like, if I tell like black people I've got an Android, is that
I don't know. Is that
I don't know. Yeah. Like, is that just a specific person that doesn't like?
Yeah, maybe it's.
Yeah, it must be, right?
I'm sure there is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like they wanted to fit like everybody into a box, which seems so contradictory to what they should probably not want to be put in a box. They've been put in a box their whole entire lives. Right. So why keep putting yourself in that box? Like, I don't know. I just, you know, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
You know. So, but it wasn't entertaining enough. Not as much as I thought it could have been. It really had potential to be, like, they could have really made it funny and really made it, but it became more about the blackness, but I guess the blackening.
Yeah.
But it became more about themselves than it became about.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess in that way it was interesting.
The ending was kind of disappointing, and but it all concluded, and you know.
But also, I was like, can I laugh at this? You know, some of those things, like where, you know, the actual, like where they bring up like black stereotype stuff, you know what I mean?
But it wasn't funny though. That's the problem. Yeah. They like, comedians do it all the time, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because but it's not forced. It seems natural, like they're just having a conversation. Whereas this seemed like it was setting it up to do, and you could almost
kind of like in No Hard Feelings, like where they were doing just making really bad choices.
Yeah.
Just to have a funny scene.
Well, that's kind of similar too. It's like that's.
Yeah.
But that's not about like, like pushing something. It's about like just trying to find something funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it didn't seem like there was an agenda with everything. It seemed like that to me.
In which one?
And it wasn't, and the jokes weren't hitting. Like they were trying to do the jokes, and there were some funny jokes in there, and there were some moments that were funny.
Yeah.
But I just didn't think the movie was overall funny.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was like a very good horror film either.
Yeah.
So I really didn't care for it. But then again, it could be a cultural like difference, maybe. But I don't think so because I love. Yeah.
I think.
It just seemed like they were pushing too hard in one. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah. And they do, and a lot of times they do that with those type of movies where it's just they're pushing that like. Too much of it. It's like just be. You don't have to be a certain way. You can just be funny.
Yeah.
Or be dramatic, or be.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Like you don't have to talk about politics.
But maybe this is a white guy's perspective too.
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
Do you think it was like a white?
It could be something, but I don't know. When we were in the theater, it was
screenwriter?
all white people.
Yeah. Yeah, we were surprised about
like,
that.
I mean, it was not just. It wasn't all white. I mean, there's probably some like,
yeah,
you know, but not black people.
Yeah, like the same proportion of people that we normally would see. I think
Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
Like I think there was maybe one older black lady in there, and then the rest was like a bunch of white people, and there was even the like old, like super old white people.
Yeah, like the
picked
ones that just
out of all the movies
started coming back to the movies for 80 for Brady.
Yeah,
and like I do like the movies, and then they started going to all of them.
Yeah, it's like you'd think they'd be in Indiana Jones or something, or
well, that wasn't out yet, was it?
Huh?
Was that out already?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know, that's kind of weird.
I don't know. You would just think they would be in something different.
Yeah.
But see that stereotype, I guess. So. But so maybe it's also partly because I don't get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not culturally like
relevant
to me. So then I dismiss it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you think there's some like jokes that you didn't get because?
Well, I just don't think they should always be joking about like have it come back to them being black.
Oh yeah,
it's not just about you being black. Like we get it, it's the blackening, but like it's always about them being like something about them.
It could have been more like personality wise, like like you're this kind of person, so right?
Yeah,
I guess there was a little bit of that. Maybe
there was some. I mean, there were funny parts.
Yeah,
were the parts that and the way that they acted and the reactions that they had were good.
Yeah.
And like especially when they were getting after that guy with the funny mouth, and he was and like little things he would do, like she brought him that shot again. And she says Lord and then hold it or something. You laugh, and that's funny. That's funny. It has nothing to do with it. It's just about being
it's just like somebody being
like
real.
He fits his personality.
Weird.
It doesn't fit him because he's black. It fits him because that's the personality that he has.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but maybe it's kind of one of those things.
Yeah, maybe.
But I just didn't think it was very funny enough, and I didn't think it was scary enough.
Yeah,
there was no suspense,
and kind of predictable,
kind of silly and predictable. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say this is basically run of the mill. Three, and I'm gonna go. 3.
Whoa, you're like over half.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I didn't think it was terrible.
Yeah.
Like it was entertaining. The story, I kept up with, the story was good.
Yeah, I guess it was entertaining. Yeah.
It was too preachy. It wasn't very funny.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very scary, but it was entertaining enough, and it was funny enough in certain parts, but it was never really gory in any part. They just shot everywhere with arrows.
Yeah.
It was kind of
no, there wasn't.
Is this all it's gonna be? Just like I thought it was like a
much
slasher
variety,
film.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't fit. It wasn't a good slasher film. It wasn't.
Yeah.
So it was more of a comedy, really, but it wasn't that funny.
Yeah. And I totally missed the Jay Farrow's performance.
I'm gonna say 3 bullets and 3. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Also,
I can't even think of a decimal thing for this.
Also, see, but I don't want to give anything away. But like the whole Sambo game and it's like they're really, really pushing it hard. Like.
Yeah.
Look at this racist crap going on. It's like, but you're doing it to yourself. Like it's not.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. Like it just seemed like it was off.
Yeah. Like why would they even start playing that game? Or
well, but no, but also like when it ends up, you know, why would that be a thing?
Yeah.
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 Like why would that be the way that
it was presented?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what it was. It could have been any game.
Yeah.
Why do they have to present it that way? It's almost like they want to make sure you know at some point they were mistreated.
Yeah.
And you got to remember it forever.
Yeah.
Never forget it.
Yeah.
And but they do these silly, like the Sambo thing didn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Not really.
And it was also like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, there was a lot that I just didn't think it was a very good movie.
Yeah.
And it probably would go lower. But I don't want to be called racist. So I just, you know. But at least, yeah, I would say 3.3. 3 bullets, 3 stars.
Okay.
And it's probably going to be off the theater. So, I mean, we saw this one late, too.
Yeah.
So
I, you know, I probably would give it a higher score if it has, like, some really good, like, Tribe Called Quest or Roots or some kind of music like that. Like, I probably would have enjoyed the movie a lot more.
Yeah,
in fact,
like I said, the movie just could have been so much better in so many ways.
Yeah.
It was just like, is it?
They played one good, like, old blues or, like, kind of bluesy song, but that's it. Just one, right? Like, yeah. Anyway, so I can't think of anything for decimals on that one.
Like to me,
arrows, I guess, bolts.
Like I thought House Party was better than this one.
Oh yeah.
Like to me, House Party maybe it was
funny.
It was
actually
it was just
really
about partying and like it was funny.
It was surprising.
And there was a lot of there was a lot of cultural stuff, but it wasn't like every scene,
like squeezing it out of the sponge.
Just let's push everything that we can talk about.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, since I can't think of a decimal, I think I'm just gonna go with 3 bullets on that one.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Actually, it would be 3 bullets would be half.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I'm maybe gonna go 2.8. I'll give it.
You racist.
3. I know, right? Well, yeah, but when I think about it, 3.5 is not half. It's 6. It's 3. So yeah. So I'm gonna have to go 2.8 because I'm gonna say 3. I'll say 3.
Yeah.
It's average. It's like, take it or leave it. Like you're not gonna be blown away with the funniest. You can be entertained, but you're not gonna be like, oh, remember that one scene? You know, the best scene that I remember was when he was like, and then like certain things he would say. You know? That particular character, but maybe because he was like, he wasn't all about like being.
Was that the big guy or
no? The guy with the funny.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that guy was funny.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that scene.
Yeah, I mean that's
like I was trying to picture which character it was you were talking about that did that.
The sassy girl too was pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
Like there was, and then the guy that was kind of like a, like ex-gangster. He was funny.
Yeah.
In some scenes.
Yeah.
Those 3 I liked. Those like, but for some reason, and then kind of the gay guy too had some funny scenes too.
Yeah.
But just the other ones were kind of like.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know.
Yeah, true. I was gonna actually ask you a question, but I'll have to do it off because it's kind of it's not really a spoiler, but
a sensitive or a spoiler question.
Yeah, kind of.
Sensitive question.
No, about the characters, about like some motivations.
Well, I mean,
but
maybe
I missed the beginning.
The thing too is, from a white perspective, I don't know. So if there's a different perspective, or if you. But then, also,
let us know
it's
in the
always a
comments
different
whatever,
perspective because some people think certain movies are hilarious that I don't think are funny at all.
Yeah.
And some people think that other movies are stupid that are hilarious to me.
Yeah.
So it's all about opinion. It doesn't matter whether, but it is, I understand I'm coming from a different cultural perspective.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. So.
Well, it's kind of like that, kind of like the guy in Spy tonight. I was like, a lot of his comedy wasn't hitting.
But it was also because he was talking so damn fast you had to read.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I mean, I think that was funny. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good example.
But no, he was just kind of like funny, like like he wasn't really delivering it really.
Yeah, he was like, you could tell he was funny. Like he was, but he was like the funny, like the other guys, like
funny
the things they were saying.
And...
But it was kind of like, it's not funny.
Yeah, it was just like,
yeah, it's like, oh, that guy's a funny guy.
Yeah.
You know, same with this one when they were first like things just weren't hitting at all.
Oh yeah.
And you know, and then later when the action started, the reactions kind of made the funny stuff. So.
Yeah, and after what Clifton
so that's
came into
4.
play, or Clayton, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Clifton. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. But it's also very kind of predictable. You kind of knew already, like.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah.
Who's the odd man out here?
Right.
Anyway. All right. So those are 4 movies.
Yeah.
No Hard Feelings you're probably going to get a chance to see. Blackening you may not. Spy you may not.
Yeah, it was last night for that one.
Limited release on.
And I feel like that one,
and
maybe get to watch it on the small screen.
So Elemental, see first.
Like,
No Hard Feelings. Then what would you say? Maybe Spy.
Oh well, The Flash.
Well, yeah, no, but we already reviewed The Flash.
No, I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
You know, if you haven't gone to see The Flash, you might as well do that.
That's going to be taken off pretty soon. So.
Yeah. It's still got a lot of times next week, here at least.
Yeah.
But,
it'll be on for about another 2 weeks, I think.
They're going to give up on it soon. They're putting it like on digital like
yeah,
way
once
too early.
on digital, it's going to be gone.
Like they're making dumb decisions.
Yeah. Well,
but
that's not
based
money.
on other people making dumb decisions not to go to the movies.
Yeah.
So.
It's all a business,
Anyway.
man.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right.
Cool. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Do that to this. Damn it. Well, at least it
That
was
was alright.
hard.
It was yeah, loud. Okay. And I ended this one like 4 times because you know it doesn't really come out all the time. So. Yeah. Ouch. Oh, okay. Like as if it just continued from where it was. I don't know.